And Ukrainian troops on the ground are working to prevent Russia from seizing more territory. But in Crimea this morning, the changeover to Russian authority is underway. Elizabeth Palmer is in Simferopol, Crimea, where Russian forces are taking up some strategic positions. Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie and Nora. Well, all this diplomatic pressure hasn't slowed Russia down in Crimea one bit. In fact, just a few hours ago, the upper house of the Russian parliament, the Duma, passed the treaty that will allow President Putin to go ahead and annex Crimea by signing it into law.
As soon as the referendum was over, Crimeans, some delighted, others resigned, assumed that Russia would take over. So those who believe life with the Kremlin in charge would bring improvements started applying for their new Russian passports. And hard-proof Crimeans are simply getting on with the transition. Some stores, including the one on Perevalnoye military base, are already accepting Russian rubles. Sales clerk Olga Stutanova said, people started paying in rubles yesterday. Here they are, perfectly real ones, not even fake. You can see the Ukrainian flag still flying here and there, over military bases or on ships where Ukrainian servicemen are still holding out. Though overnight, 2 Ukrainian naval vessels were seized by pro-Russian crowds and paramilitaries. Several thousand military personnel, though, do remain dug in on their bases. 2 days ago, the government promised they'd be part of a plan to evacuate safely to new jobs and lives across the border. But they're still waiting to hear how that will happen and how soon.
The price of the annexation is turmoil in Russia's financial markets. The stock market in Moscow has taken a real beating this morning. In spite of Russia's promises to the contrary, of course, the world is still watching to see if they're going to go one more step further and invade eastern Ukraine. Charlie, Nora?
Thanks, Elizabeth.